Hello, bonjour, how are you?
How you doing?
Great. Do you have a reservation for camping?
Yes. Site 11 for walking?
Have you two camped here before?
No.
Okay. The most important part about camping here is wildlife safety. There are bears, wolves, and cougars in the area, so really important to secure all your wildlife attractants in your vehicle or in the bear boxes close to your site. So food, garbage, coolers, barbecues, camp stoves, dishes, clean or dirty, anything with smells, bags, boxes, Tupperwares, water jugs even, need to be put away. You can leave camp chairs, firewood, and sports equipment out, but that's it. Do you have any pets with you? Okay, perfect. Well, any questions? Here's a map. Yeah, have a good stay.
So we are at Greenpoint Campground on the west coast of Vancouver Island in Pacific Rim National Park Reserve. It's late May and we are already fully booked. One of the things that we like to say at this campground is bears don't come into the campground. We built a campground in bear habitat. We really don't manage the bears. They do what they need to do. We manage people, and thinking about that is how we like to keep it in perspective. Typically what we ask people to do for the bear campsite program is keep it bare when you're not there. We do have animals that will be moving through this landscape, this habitat, and you may not see them, but they are here. And so that's the trick with the bear campsite program. Keep it bare when you're not there. My name is Arlene Armstrong, and I've been working at Pacific Rim National Park Reserve for close to 25 years. And Bob Hansen gave me my first job.
I guess to begin with, maybe just start with an introduction of yourself and
Sure.
your work and
Okay.
a little context.
Yep. For my internal reports, my name's Bob Hansen. I'm the WildsafeBC Community Coordinator for the Pacific Rim region, basically Clayoquot Sound to Barkley Sound and all the communities in between. The essence of the job is prevention, so trying to come up with ways to prevent conflict from happening. I started with the Warden Service in Jasper in 1975. We did everything from fight forest fires to search and rescue, patrolled the backcountry on horseback, really varied job description, but something that always drew me was the wildlife side of it. I came to Tofino for the first time in the early 80s. I got posted out to Pacific Rim National Park Reserve, responding to issues between people and bears was part of the job, and we came up with the whole bear campsite program. Bear campsite is actually a legacy of one particular bear. We really worked hard on that individual bear, but then something happened, and it was obvious that this bear fell into that category of conflict bear. Got the call Friday night, and this bear is actually in one of the campsites. It's the middle of the afternoon and it's ripping the pack apart. I was leading the team that was working on changing that bear's behavior, and all of us had put in lots of hours and lots of hard thought, and really, like, I checked with my counterparts in other national parks for ideas. We really felt like we could turn this thing around. And when myself and the other warden, when we had to, walk into a campsite with, the area had to be cleared of people, and basically the bear just stared at us, and when we put it down, And it was sort of became like it just hit so clearly that killing bears doesn't solve anything. I said, okay, this is going to be different, but it's simpler, it's stricter. We just have to remove the possibility, as much as we possibly can, of bears accessing food and garbage in the campground.
I've seen the time just before the bear campsite program and all the years after. It really revolutionized the way our campground exists in the ecosystem and with the ecosystem. In order to have a successful bear campsite program that works well, you really do have to support it with a couple things. And they're pretty simple. You got to make sure that your garbage bins are bear-proof. The second thing you need is to have staff that are willing to educate people. So you're going to have to be able to have your staff trained up a little bit, and our staff give people a welcome talk when they come and check in. And we also have, on occasion, so we have somebody that's coming around on a golf cart.
I do that 2 or 3 times a day. The busier one is for sure in the evening, right after supper time. People sometimes go to catch the sunset or sort of thing, or go to bed and forget a few things. So you have a look from side, kind of the edge of the site. If you see attractants out, or sometimes if you're not sure, you do have to enter the site. If you see attractants out, you just say, Parks Canada, hello, bonjour, anybody in the tent?
WildsafeBC is really doing everything it can to promote and support adoption of the bear campsite program throughout the province, and not just for government campsites, but also for private campsites.
2019, implementing the bear campsite program. So far so good, we've had some fantastic results, really happy with the progress. It started off putting signs on all our sink stations. Recycling was definitely one of our biggest issues. So then we built this one as well for the recycling. And touch wood, we haven't had any issues with this one either.
So all it is food containers. So you'll see this. This is obviously an example of somebody got a reminder, and this is what you'll find at your campground.
We drill it into everybody from the minute you step in the door. You see every sign.
Keep it bare when you're not there.
That's knowledge you can put into practice anywhere you go in the outdoors, in the front country, in the back country, wherever you're camping, whatever kind of camping you're doing. But until we achieve the prevention, we'll keep having to put bears down because it does become a public safety issue.